right, squad. We are coming off, how many days has it been? It's Thursday. And I ran on Sunday. It's now Thursday, May 1st. I'll be hitting a little bike session today, but I took 3 days off because I thought I was dying. But I really wasn't. I was just overreacting. But we will, this is not a, I'm looking at the bike ride like while I'm speaking. A bunch of intervals. It does not, it's about a 49-minute workout. And there is, let's see, a 2 times interval of 1 minute at 106 max heart rate, and then 2 minutes at recovery, 120 beats per minute, and you do that twice. And then after that, we have another interval that's you do it 2 times, and it's 3 minutes at max power, and then 3-minute recovery, and you do that 2 times. But there is a lot before that. There's like 20 minutes of riding before that, so of easy riding. So we'll get into this workout, and then we'll hit a run after. I normally swim bike on Wednesdays, but due to unforeseen circumstances, we're far away from the pool, so we're biking, and then I'm gonna brick that up with a run. So that's what it's gonna be today. And we got a couple things to go over, because I thought I was sick, and I kind of was sick. And doing the whole Google search for if something comes up in your body, or if you're not feeling well and you start doing the Google search, dude, you're gonna go down the doctor rabbit hole that leads you straight to thinking that you have like the worst disease and are gonna die. So my advice is to not do that. Just go see a doctor. All right, let's ride. Let's ride. All right, we're off the bike. Let's see here. We're off the bike. It was 12.03 miles at 51 minutes 35 seconds. Average speed was 14 miles an hour. Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be a crazy workout, but I'm not going to lie. 3 minutes at 169 beats, like heart rate, had me sweating like a dog. Like, had me sweating hard. It was a lot harder than I had perceived. So good, good bike ride. And we're going to go get a little run. Keeping the same socks on, and they're wet, so that sucks. I'm cramping. It's a little odd for right now. A little odd, but whatever. Running in wet socks, nice sweaty socks. Dang, feet, come on, my feet are cramping up a little bit. Okay, it's probably because I haven't worked out in the last 3 days. The point of today's run is just to get a little extra in. When you miss a couple days, kind of getting back in that flow isn't always easy. So we had the scheduled bike ride today, but we're chalking in this run just to get me back full force. And we'll be right back to the training plan tomorrow. As you can see, we're getting to that Georgia weather where I got the Asics, like little marathon bib on. Probably should get some more sun on the shoulders though to be wearing this. All right, mile 1, 8:32. Good mile coming off the bike. couple things that I want to touch on. And the main one being why I just took a couple days off from working out. Because that's like my number one thing is to not stop working out. Try to factor it in every day. Idle hands do the devil's work. And when I don't have much to do, I seem to participate. So we're gonna get back into this and just stay rocking and rolling. But I took a couple days off. This neighborhood, more and more people are moving in, and it used to be my like secret oasis. It's slowly turning away from that. Last week, no. Did I just lie? I don't know. My last adult soccer game, I ended up like sliding for a ball and cut my knee. Just the kneecap, you know, like rug burn style, not like cut, like rug burn. So, of course, it had a scab up. And I haven't had a scab in, God, I'm 33. I probably haven't had a scab in 15 years. You know, like a good one. You know, the ones you get when you're a kid all the time, man. Your knees, your elbows. And the ones that are like, takes everything you got not to pick them. I remember it. But it's been a long time since I got one. And I got one from my soccer game. Now, I'm not like picking at it or anything all the time, but it's on my kneecap. So just imagine, you know, every time I'm flexing my knee, it's cracking. Especially if I come out and run, just cracking so much. And when it cracks, it becomes an open wound again. And me sliding up and down boxers, pants, just up and down all day, every day, it just made it difficult to heal. So another thing too, like right on your kneecap, I didn't realize how much your kneecaps like just get generally bumped. Damn, that very small hill just kicked my butt. Yeah, you hit your kneecap on every little thing. So I was smacking it, getting out of the car. I'm smacking it on drawers at work. So it was becoming a pain in the ass. I try to cover it up and it helps for a little while, but your pants slowly on top of your knee, slowly just will rub that Band-Aid right off, or rub it like, get it all messed up, crinkled up, create sweat and kind of gets removed that way. But fast forward a couple days, I felt some lumps on my groin. Sure, I'm gleaming. Mile 2 at 8:28. So the doctor was like, you mind if I just, while we're checking out your right groin, can I look at your knee? Because he noticed it. I had a Band-Aid on it, but he took the Band-Aid off, took a look at it, and I saw the wheels in his head just turning. And I was like, no way. He did the rest of his exam, and then pretty much what happened, right? Because I went on Google before all this and started going down the rabbit hole of how I was gonna die, which was very stupid. Don't do that. But he finishes his exam and he's like, Bryce, they do some tests and whatnot. I definitely had strep throat. That was not, they were not correlated at all. But essentially my knee, from its inability to heal that scab, an infection slipped on in. Ew, Bryce, take care of yourself. It is gross. But man, like I said, I hadn't had a scab in so many years, and I'm just like, you know, whatever, it'll take care of itself, just like it did when I was a kid. And I even picked those. So I'm like, I'm not working out for these last 3 days. I'm thinking, well, the strep throat, right? That didn't help. Made me feel like crap. But I'm thinking down in my groin, you know, something's gonna explode, and I'm never gonna be able to run again. So took a couple days off, and the doctor was like, oh no, run, bike, swim, whatever you want, you're fine. Just have to take this medicine. And I got the medicine yesterday. It's already trending better. Everything's already getting better. Even my knee. He gives me a magical cream. Put it on my knee, boom. I wake up this morning and there's parts on it that have like already healed over. So we're back. I just scared myself for no reason, like an idiot. I'm going up a hill right now. It's just a little more difficult than it was last week, and I'm cramping a little bit, which shows the nutrition is lacking a little bit. It's just crazy how 3 days, right? It takes weeks and months of training to kind of get things honed in, and then one sickness, a couple days off, and you know, you set yourself back a little bit. Having strep throat, you can still eat, it just hurts. Yesterday morning and Tuesday evening, I didn't really eat much. I wasn't putting much in my body. Mile 3, 8 minutes. We'll start making our way back now. I forgot. I can tell that I wasn't on top of my nutrition, and my body's feeling it a little bit. It's just so weird how it works like that. I've also been prescribed medicine too. So I'm now on a prescription for the next 10 days. Of course, I'm like, doc, let me continue to exercise on this. And he said, please do. So I guess that was his way of saying exercise first, worry about that medicine second. Maybe life's like that. I don't know. All right, we're on mile 4. We're gonna have to whip around and head back to the casa. All right, mile 4. It was at 8:13. We got ran a little far, so we got a quarter mile back to look at these stats. Damn, man, will you stop running? That sweat just goes right in your eyes. I mean, just right into my eyes. All right, let's look at these stats real quick. We ended at 4.45 miles, 8:25 pace, 37 minutes, 28 seconds. Heart rate sitting at average 137. This battery will just cut off on you if it gets low. Not even saying anything. Strong bike, strong run.